when an airplane rotates, that means that it's at the high enough airspeed for it to climb and gain altitude.
Yeah.
And that sometimes happens for your regular commercial airliner at 175 kilometers an hour. Airplanes, they're designed in a way where you can have 30% of that airplane almost failing, and it will still do what it's supposed to. And I see aviation technician.
Yeah.
And right away, I knew exactly, I kind of read the brief description, the length of the program, whatever. And I kid you not, brother, I put the book down on the ground. And
flushing, I'm flushing. They can't change what they thought, and they can't change what we really are. What they thought. We've been getting busy from the very start. Taking no days off, made our way straight out to the mud. And I won't change for nothing. Big dog when I came up from the trenches, now I'm buzzing. That I'm getting rich. They mad I'm pissed that I'm getting rich. They mad I got a banner from the gift. Big dog when I came up from the trenches. They mad I'm pissed that I'm getting rich.
So welcome to another episode of SAYless doMORE. We got Tito Hamilton, somebody I grew up with. Very interesting guy. Welcome to the show, brother.
thanks for having me.
So how's the year been treating you so far?
The year's been good. I mean, with all the political drama that's happening in the States, it's been a weird start to the year, to be honest. But other than that, I'm just doing my own thing like I've always been doing.
I see you traveling.
Yeah, I do travel. I'm not the type of traveler where you'll see me in Bali 1 week and then I do like small little trips. I go to like Vermont.
Yeah.
Or I do a little Maine.
Yes.
Once in a while I do a little Costa Rica or Switzerland. I've been to Switzerland before. But that doesn't happen often. My trips are usually just low key, you know what I mean?
So are you going with a significant other or a special?
A lot of the times it's not a significant other.
Okay.
But I did have a trip recently with my last ex.
Yeah.
Went to Miami together.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I don't usually travel with a woman unless I'm dating her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how'd you end up in Switzerland? What's up in Switzerland?
Funny story. Because I worked for Air Canada for a number of years, and with flight benefits, as you know, working for the airlines, you get privileges to fly not for free, but you get a discounted travel rate. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was kind of bored, and I just said, "Oh, I have days off, so let me get out of here."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I actually traveled to Switzerland on not a broken foot. It wasn't a fresh injury, but I went to Switzerland with a cane. By myself. Went to this place called Interlaken.
Okay, what's that?
It's the Swiss Alps, where they go skiing.
Oh yes.
And all that?
Yes. Well, I don't know of it, but I heard Sweden, right?
No, Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland.
Yeah.
Okay, Switzerland has a ski community out there.
Yeah. It's a huge ski snowboard community where people come from all over the world.
Yeah.
So,
bro, you just picked up and said, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, I just left. I landed in Zurich.
Yeah.
And took the trains all the way up to Interlaken. It was a movie because it was my first time in Europe.
Yeah.
And for me, being this little Jamaican kid, hadn't really traveled the world much.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I appreciated the whole moment. It wasn't a long trip. It was only 2 nights.
Okay. So you say you were saying that you work for Air Canada.
Yeah.
Right? I find your journey very interesting.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, you know what, I want to bring you on this show and talk about it, because I have questions too, right? Like I said, we grew up together, and I never knew that you had that kind of interest.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't know that my interest was aviation
Yeah.
until I started making it like public, where I started posting stuff about it.
Yeah. I had no clue because I had an interest for aviation, but I don't know. Like a lot of people around me never had that type of.
No.
Not growing up with anybody with that.
So I'll tell you an interesting statistic. So I'm a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer, Canadian licensed AME, and there's only about 10,000 or so licensed AMEs in Canada. So it's a small knit community. Aviation in general is small. So for the average like person to hear about like anything aerospace, the chances are slim to none.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I get what you're saying.
It's not like your typical like nurse or your firefighter. You know, people are doing these jobs. People that you know are doing these jobs regularly, or paramedic. Aviation's a smaller community, so you're not gonna really come across people much that work in aerospace.
Yeah, you know what? I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, for the people that don't know what an aircraft maintenance engineer is,
Yeah.
you want to tell them what it is?
So basically, being an AME, it's years of schooling, and then you have to do on-the-job training. So how it works is the schooling is usually 2 years at an accredited college,
Yeah.
accredited by Transport Canada.
Okay.
After you finish your basic training, which is whether it be college, university,
Yeah.
you move on to getting on-the-job experience.
Okay.
On-the-job experience, basically, you have to fill out logbooks.
Yeah.
Well, one logbook, and you have to get sign-offs in different areas. Like, for example, you have a chapter called flight controls, where you have to get a specific amount of tasks completed so that the inspector can see that you can carry out these tasks, or you have the competence to actually carry out whatever it is, whether it be.
So I don't want to cut you off, just so the people understand. So it's kind of like, is it kind of like when you're in a trade, you need a certain amount of hours?
Yeah, it's just hours. Yeah, basically, it's hours. We don't really do it by hours. We do it by just time, just general time.
Okay.
And just, for me, it's 48 months
Oh, shit. Okay.
of on the job training that's required before I get signed off as a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer. The whole process, it takes a while. A lot. I've had a lot of friends just give up.
Yeah. So
Even in college.
So when you got into it, you went with that. You're like, yo, bunch of guys. We're like, yo, let's do this. We're doing this.
So like when I got into aviation, it wasn't me talking to people. It was just a decision I made on my own.
Wow.
I'll tell you a story. So I told this story to a few people, and I feel like it's only right to tell the story now in this interview. After, I'd say, summer 2006, around there, when I realized, okay, I'm about to graduate high school. What do I want to do? I didn't have a guidance counselor in high school. You know how some people get hooked up with a guidance counselor, and they say, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
And some people, they're just like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let me just apply to a bunch of random college, university programs. So what I did was, I don't know if you remember the Ontario Colleges Guide.
I think
You know the book where you used to open it up and see all the programs and what's. So growing up, just a like backstory side note, growing up in Jamaica, I was always obsessed with airplanes. From a young age, I was always making paper airplanes and flying them. Yeah, like me and my brother, we used to play in the dirt and build airports in the dirt.
Oh shit!
As a young kid, I'm talking like a 7-year-old kid. But back then, I didn't know where that drive and ambition was coming from.
Yeah.
And now that I'm older, like I start to appreciate it on a higher level. You know, which makes me want to show up at work and perform, because I realized it's not just something that I just randomly wanted to do. It's something that's inside me, but I don't understand it. Anyways, so why I say that is because family members that I've met over the years, in like blood family, they're also into aerospace, but I didn't know this shit.
Oh shit.
My dad, for example,
Yeah.
I went to see. I don't really spend time with my dad that much.
Yeah.
He's not really a part of my life, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I found out he also had a passion for aviation.
Oh wow.
So it runs in the blood, but I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So anyways, so back to the story I was saying, the Ontario Colleges guide, I remember one night in Mississauga, where we all grew up. I took out the Ontario Colleges guide, and I was in the bathroom, sitting down, going through, and I see aviation technician.
Yeah.
And right away, I knew exactly. I kind of read the brief description, the length of the program, whatever. And I kid you not, brother, I put the book down on the ground and I started crying.
Damn, that's deep, bro.
Yeah. I put the book down on the ground and I started crying.
Damn.
Yeah, that was right around the time when you remember, like, Hate It or Love It, Dreams.
Yes.
Summer. Oh, it's 2005. 2006, wherever it was. I remember I put the book down on the ground and I started crying. And the next day I applied to the program and I was put on the waiting list. And I started 2009. Did the 2 years. After the 2 years, didn't get into the industry right away because it's not easy to just get a job in the technical side of aviation.
I have a question, bro.
Yeah.
I have a question I have to ask you.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
What do you think the emotion behind that was? Like your emotion, like seeing that, like I have a couple questions before we go any further. Number one, why technician and not just pilot? You know what I'm saying? And second of all, where do you think that emotion came from? Like you said, you put the book down, you started crying. Was it because you're like, yo, fuck, man, I made it. Like I know this is what I'm gonna do, and this is it. Like I'm here.
So I explained to you where that emotion came from.
Yeah.
So back in Jamaica, because I was born in Jamaica. Back in Jamaica, when I was probably, I would say maybe 7 or 8 years old. I remember the first time someone ever asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I told them what it was, but I didn't understand exactly what it was. And I said, I want to be an aircraft engineer. The reason why I said that is because my Aunt Hazel in Jamaica, in Montego Bay, she used to take me to the airport
Yeah.
to go watch planes take off when I was a young kid.
Yeah. That's sick.
And it wasn't just because of that, but because of just my natural attraction to airplanes, to aerospace. So my whole life, in aviation, they say forever looking up. Like when you see an airplane, you look up and you guess what airplane is that? What model is that? That attitude where it's like you're forever obsessed with a flying machine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why I got emotional when I opened that book, where it was just like, damn, this might be the start of me pursuing something that can create a different reality compared to where I came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I appreciate me actually going and pursuing it, because who knows where I would have ended up.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
I find it very.
My reality could have been way different from
Yeah,
that.
man. I find it so interesting.
Yeah.
That you took that path, knowing, I don't even want to say on camera, but knowing where you came from.
Yeah.
Like even when you moved from Jamaica to where you moved to, bro, like you already know how that goes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't have You're not having that person that's like, yeah, man, pay attention to this. Do a whole, you do your homework today or any day.
Yeah,
it's more like, yo, when you come outside, yo, we're playing man, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So it has to start from somewhere. It doesn't just start overnight. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
No,
so I commend you, brother, on that. Like, you see what I'm saying? So that's one thing I want people to realize, like, especially the youth, people that are listening. I want them to hear your journey. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you went through everything other people could have went through. You probably seen shit that you could have went left, but you went right.
Yeah, exactly. It's a slippery slope, right? Especially growing up without a father makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, yes.
I grew up without a father figure. I did have men in my life, like my uncles and whatever else that I looked up to. That little bit of attention also helped me to stay on the right track.
Yeah, let's give you people a little background before we go any further. So, how old were you when you came to Canada?
I was 13 years old.
Okay, that's a crucial time there.
Yeah.
Teenager.
I'm 36 now.
Okay. So that's a crucial time.
Yeah, right at the beginning of my teenage years. And you've seen me show up in the complex and how fast-paced things were. We didn't realize at the time, but all these years has passed, 4 or 5 years, and everybody starts doing their own thing. You know what I mean? So it's like during that time period was when all those thoughts like happened. You know what I mean?
So you're saying basically when you were going to high school, you're just really just winging it. So that's when you came out here. That's basically when you start. When high school starts at what?
When I moved here, I started at grade 8 at Thomas Street Middle School in Mississauga.
Yeah. So how was it adapting? Like when you come out here,
it was hilarious.
Still had the accent.
It was hilarious because now, like you hear me speaking English.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I used to have more of an accent.
Yeah.
People used to be able to tell, like, yo, this guy is fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
But I didn't really let that bother me. I just
ain't gonna really mess with. People don't really mess with Jamaicans like that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it was more of like a joke. It wasn't like being like racist or like, oh, this guy's out. You know, it was more like, oh, that's cool. He just came from Jamaica, and but then I started dunking on people and playing football and you know, like doing things that even people that grew up in Canada wouldn't do. You know what I mean? So I've always been like I wouldn't say like an outsider, but I've always been like a person that people don't really predict or see what I'm about to do next. You know what I mean? You know that saying that you're like, you say, don't study me, you won't graduate?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
People try to understand me, and it's like they will never. You know what I mean? Not that they'll never understand me. I'm not a complicated person, but they always predict that I'm going to do something else. Oh, he's Jamaican. He's going to smoke weed. He's all day and do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, who the fuck are you, bro? Like, don't fucking judge me. You don't know who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I am my own person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it fair enough to say growing up you're quiet though?
Oh yeah, growing up, I was extremely quiet growing up.
Yeah.
It was only recent, not I wouldn't say recent within the last couple of years, but I would say like it was only maybe 10 or so years ago that I started to kind of break out of my shell. In high school, I was super quiet. But high school, I was so quiet to the point where it was awkward. You know what I mean?
But you were locked in though.
But I was still locked in.
Yeah.
But I was more, as you said, like I was more observant. And because of me being too observant, because of being in a new environment, made me that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I never thought of that, yeah.
Because I'm a 13-year-old kid in Jamaica, and they say, my mom says, we're going to Canada to go live.
Yeah.
Being 13, you don't really understand yourself or the world. You're kind of, you know what I mean? So it was overwhelming.
Did you want to come out here?
Yeah, I appreciated the opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, so you understood from 13, like, okay, yeah, is that better?
I understood the mission. I understood. You know what I mean? I knew what was going on. Better opportunity.
Yeah. Okay.
I said, you know what?
Yeah, I think that made a difference, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I wasted a lot of times throughout the years.
Yeah.
Even now, sometimes, even though I'm locked in, I still have moments where I could have made things happen a lot sooner. You know what I mean?
So when you say you could have made shit happen a lot sooner, like, brother, I think that I commend you. You jumped into your field that you wanted to go in right after high school. Like a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people still need time to figure it out. Like some people don't believe school is a thing. Like for me, if you're getting into field like that, obviously, yeah, school's very important. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But like this new era, the entrepreneurship, like
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you can learn a lot of things online, trial and error.
Yep.
So I'm saying hands-on type. You know what I'm saying?
YouTube, you know, whatever you want to learn, you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah. What was I gonna say to you? When you left Jamaica, did you still keep in contact with like friends out there?
I did for a while, like
Yeah.
close friends.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I had a friend named Kevin. I was in primary school with in SAYless, Jamaica. I kept in touch with him. The week I landed here, I called him because he was my closest boy. Fast forward, we lost touch. Fast forward, he actually got farm work like position.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like farm work.
Like St.
Yeah.
Catherine's, right?
Yeah, yeah. He came up
yeah,
as a farm worker, but I didn't know he was like pursuing this.
Oh,
And I remember he hit me up on WhatsApp, and he's like, "Hey, I'm in Canada," and we ended up linking up. I
that's
went,
big,
I went
that's
and picked
big.
him up and everything.
That's
But most of my friends that I grew up with in Jamaica, I went to primary school with. You know, I don't really see them often, but they're on my Facebook.
yeah.
You know, once in a while, you know, I say a happy birthday or how you doing kind of thing. But to be honest, most of my friends that I grew up with in Jamaica, out of the how many friends I had, there's only maybe 5 or 6 that I've seen throughout the years. You know what I mean? Because everybody moves on to doing their own thing. Some people passed away, but it's just how life is. You know what I mean?
Going through your journey on becoming an aircraft maintenance engineer,
Yeah.
was there ever a point where you're like, because we all get, I don't know, I shouldn't say we all, but some people in life they're just like, yo, man, what the fuck?
They get stuck. They get stuck. They feel
like, yo, why did I do it? Like, why am I? You know what I mean?
they get stuck in a field
Yeah.
or a career.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I always tell people, whatever you're doing, make sure it's something that you're passionate about, right? Something that you'll love. Something that you love. Something that when you wake up in the morning, you don't have to feel 100% motivated, because at the end of the day, it's a job. Nobody wants to get up out of their bed and go work, right? But for that time that you're there and the commitment that you do to this whatever field or passion that you're doing, doesn't matter what it is, as long as you show up, that's 90% of the battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel too, pick something that you love doing, right?
Yeah.
You love doing, but sometimes, you know, certain things can get weary trying to like market like your brand and like, you know what I mean? People saying, yeah, don't worry, we'll show up, and you know what I mean? Like your friends supporting you, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like me, I've dabbled in entrepreneurship over the years, and I've had a project or two that I started, but I've never really gotten to that level where, you know, I have a successful business. But up till this day, I still have other passions as well. Some of the things that I do are more so involved in like tech.
Okay.
So like I actually just started learning robotics.
Okay. Wow.
Like the whole programming behind it. I bought two little small scale. You know the Robo Dog? I don't know if you ever Boston Dynamics. You ever seen the Robo Dog?
Yeah, I seen them.
So I bought a small scale version of that. I've been kind of learning the networking and stuff behind that, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
It might seem like you might ask the question why, but if you think about it, the world is moving in that direction.
Yeah.
Right. My uncle always told me there's always a constant battle between a human and the machine,
Machines.
and there's a race against the human and the machines.
So, how much did one of those cost you, bro?
No. I didn't buy like a fucking $80,000 fucking.
Yeah, but like, still, it's a robot.
Yeah, it's a small little. It's like this big.
Yeah.
I paid like $1,000 for it. It wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah.
But it's open source.
Damn.
So open source meaning you can alter it and modify it.
Like, make it do certain things.
Yeah, like if it can geomap the environment. So just like RoboVac, the vacuums that go.
Yes.
It's the exact same idea, but it has legs.
Damn, bro, you're interested as fuck, bro. Like, what the hell? So, where do you even get something like that?
To be honest, so it's not a secret. No. Bro, robotics has become like a big thing nowadays.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you see it on YouTube.
Cars.
Yeah, so like you got robots delivering like skip the dishes, Uber, all that, right? Cars are becoming.
Yeah.
But the little robo dog I got was from Amazon.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
Snap.
it's the robotics is available now to the regular everyday consumer to learn,
Yeah.
and to use and to utilize. But my mind is it's never. Some people they'll get up to a certain point and they sort of plateau where they don't really do anything else throughout their lives.
I think you're a fan of technology.
Yeah, I'm a big
Yeah,
tech,
like tech,
I'm,
you know what I mean?
I'm a big tech guy. That's what drives me.
Yeah.
When I see tech, I'm not like a nerd though.
No.
I'm more into machines.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I want to program this and do this all day. I'm more into like machines.
Yeah.
I like high performance race cars.
Yeah.
I'm a big Formula One fan, for example. But I'm more into what good machines can do for humanity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you think is the most interesting piece of technology right now?
The most interesting piece of tech right now, as you know, AI has been
Crazy.
going crazy, right? All types of companies popping up.
Yeah.
I would say that the ability to ask ChatGPT to create me a business plan for any business that you want,
Yeah, that's crazy.
and it will spit it out within 3 seconds.
That's crazy. You know what the joke is, brother? I have a segment on the show, right? Most people with a brand, they have a brand, and I run it through ChatGPT
Yep.
and see what pops up, right? So I put your name through ChatGPT, and it told me what you do for a living.
You put my name through ChatGPT.
Yeah, it says in Hamilton.
Oh man, that makes me want to delete all my socials right now.
That tells you exactly what you do for a living. If you have any specific questions or need any more details, information about aircraft maintenance engineer in Hamilton, Ontario, or about Tito Hamilton, please provide more details so I can assist you. It says that you are an aircraft maintenance engineer and a fixed wing student pilot from Jamaica.
Yep.
That's crazy, LA.
Yep.
But yeah, that's technology. I was talking to one of our guests one time, and he was telling me that it scans the internet in like a ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what? That kind of scares me a little bit. That kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
Having my information online like that.
Yeah.
But I have my information online for a reason.
Well, okay.
Because of networking.
Yeah, brother. What do you think is taking over the world?
Right.
I remember my pops used to go to door to let people know about his brand, or go to a bus terminal and tape his brand on the pole. You can rip off a number type of thing. And that's changed, bro. When do you really see that?
Yeah, when you look back in the day where people used to knock on doors.
Yeah. Now it's all
and
social
say, hey,
media.
I'm selling, I don't know, I'm selling water heaters or whatever it is. Nowadays, the algorithm is capturing your skill and it's pushing it to somebody that needs your service. The tech can be bad in certain ways,
Yeah.
but it does a lot of good for humanity. It creates a lot of opportunities, and those opportunities can change a life
Yeah.
and change a whole a generation of like a family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Generational wealth. It's a tool at the end of the day. A phone is a tool.
It's like, yo, bro, what are you gonna do if they cut social media? How are you gonna promote your business?
Yeah, that's why they say you don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, bro, he literally said the same shit to me too.
Right?
He literally said the same. I'm just like, yo,
Social media, it's, to be honest, I personally would be fine living without social media. Remember back in the day, the internet used to be you do the dial-up internet, internet, and you get on there, you do whatever you got to do, and you log off. That's it.
Yeah.
Now this shit is in front of our faces while we're driving.
yeah.
Like while you're driving, people are, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's that bad.
You ever said something and then it pops up on your phone?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes I do things and it pops up on my phone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? So it's like, to at what point are we gonna say, okay, there needs to be some type of, balance, because the amount of time we spend on our phones in one day, if you look at your usage,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yes,
Okay,
yeah.
so when it says 2 or 3 hours per day, right? And if you tally that number throughout the year,
Yeah.
and you figure out how many days that is, that's days missing from you being present in real life.
You know, it's a double-edged sword. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
There's people that scroll for no business scroll, but like lately,
What?
I hate my phone so much.
Yeah.
And I'd be telling my friends, like, yo, I work a lot from my phone.
Yeah.
Like I work, I'm typing upstairs, I'm zooming in because like I don't know, man. It's so convenient. Oh shoot, I need to send this email. Send this email out. You know what I mean? Oh, I need to send, like, if I need to send.
No, that's the thing. It's a tool. That's the thing. It's a tool.
Yeah.
You pick it up, you use it, but aimlessly scrolling, that's where you really fuck yourself over.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you lose time throughout the day, time that you can be putting into something else.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, you do get ideas from that scrolling.
Yeah.
I've gotten crazy or an idea I had, because of me scrolling, I realized, oh shit, that's what I need to do. That makes sense. I've been trying to figure that out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But you don't need to be scrolling every fucking day.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
I can't even lie. Sometimes I catch myself. There's a habit too that you ever see the habit where just to grab your phone when you're bored, you just grab your phone.
Yeah.
You know the
No, for real. It gets so bad that sometimes, like if I'm falling asleep, I know my phone's dead.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to fall asleep. I gotta charge it. I gotta make sure
That's true.
make sure it's ready to go so I can pointlessly scroll when I wake up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what phones do. Okay, humans are creatures of habit. Okay, so, and a lot of people like to think that we're more complicated than we think we are. Right? For example, I have a garbage at my place in Quebec, where it's a motion sensor.
Your garage.
No. The garbage in the kitchen. In the kitchen. It's motion sensor.
Okay.
So what I'm saying about human beings are creatures of habit. So the addiction to our phones, it's only gonna exponentially like multiply. You know what I mean? Where you're gonna keep getting more addicted, but you gotta block it out of your life somehow or balance it. So anyways, the story I'm telling you about the garbage on my condo in Quebec. Whenever I go to this garbage, it opens up. Right? I just wave my hand or my foot, it opens up. I put the garbage in the bin. And I caught myself the other day going to our regular garbage, going like this. I kid you not. I'm literally like this.
Yeah.
I realize, fuck, human beings are creatures of habit.
Habits, yeah.
And that's why you have to, in your mind, you have to tell yourself, fuck, like, you have to realize, be present. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm not saying what I did was bad, like,
No,
but it's just like when you become creatures of habit,
You just do shit without thinking.
you do shit without thinking, and that whole creatures of habit idea, it's not a bad thing.
No.
It's just like if I go to work, I always park in the same spot, or like in a certain area, because that's what I'm used to. That's also creatures of habit. But you can get into bad habits where phones can literally occupy your time to the point where you're not paying attention to your wife or your loved one or whoever it is. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, the phone thing is crazy, man.
growing up. We didn't grow up with phones. In our teenage years, I got introduced to us. It's funny. The first person I ever had a phone where I grew up, Theo.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember him bringing a phone with no color screen.
It's green.
Just it was a Kyocera or something like that.
Nokia, no.
Remember the Kyocera flip phones?
I can't remember them. I remember the Nokias.
Yeah.
Like big block phones. Like some of the phones when I look back, some of the phones that they had back in the day, like even to text. Remember, there was no like letters you could text. You're using T9.
Yeah.
T9 word or whatever it is. So like you press the numbers are on the key.
Yeah.
You gotta press it, and I don't know how it would just know that's the word that you wanna that you're looking for. But yeah, man.
A lot of people nowadays are actually going back to flip phones. They're boycotting
The iPhones,
just like smartphones in general.
Yeah.
And they're companies that are manufacturing actual phones that won't keep you on your phone for a whole like 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
Where it's more of a tool.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that we need.
It's basically a computer, man. Like these phones now is
we do not need a computer in our hands all day. That's you know what I mean?
Just cause.
Just because.
Yeah, just cause. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Just cause. Let me ask you a couple questions because the reel's been going crazy with the planes. Like
Yeah.
for instance, the helicopter that ran into the
CRJ 900.
Commercial aircraft, right?
Yeah. CRJ 900.
How does that even happen? Like, if you had to guess what happened there, like at first I was thinking, is this a terrorist attack, bro? Like how do you not?
To be honest, when I seen that, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Because when I found out that the helicopter was military.
Yeah.
Military operates at a very high standard.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
What happened? Everybody knows what happened.
Yeah, but
the helicopter hit the airplane, but that helicopter colliding with the airplane was some type of miscommunication. The ATC,
What's ATC?
Air traffic control,
Okay, yeah.
advised, from my knowledge, they advised the CRJ 900 that was coming in for final approach. They actually switched runways last minute.
Damn.
Yeah. And because they switched runways last minute, military had activity in the area.
Yeah.
The ATC that switched the runways for that CRJ 900, there was a gap in the communication.
Yeah.
And the helicopter didn't have a chance to even, turn right or turn left because everything happens in seconds.
That's all. How fast are these planes going, bro? When they're like
A typical airliner, you're looking at 600 plus kilometers an hour.
So you can't really. There's no.
On approach, it's not going that fast.
Okay, okay.
On approach, you're looking at 200 kilometers an hour. And in terms of like highway speed, I'm just giving you an example of like highway speed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Canadian like kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
200. So that CRJ was.
So a plane can get off the ground? Not get off the ground. At 200 kilometers, you think?
They become airborne before they reach cruising speed. So they become airborne, like an airplane will rotate. So we have this thing in aviation, we call it rotation.
Yeah.
So when an airplane rotates, that means that it's at the high enough airspeed for it to climb and gain altitude.
Yeah.
And that sometimes happens for your regular commercial airliner at 175 kilometers an hour.
Oh, bro, that's interesting.
But then when it gets up to altitude, it will, go up to, as I said, 600 plus kilometers an hour.
That's crazy. I always wonder, I'm like, the science behind something that heavy, that big, staying in the air like that, like
what we call it in aviation? We call it pure fucking magic. No, seriously. It's, people in aviation, we're always fascinated.
Yeah.
No matter how much you're involved, you'd be an aerospace engineer, aircraft maintenance engineer, whoever you are, we always see it as just like, how the fuck is this happening?
Yeah.
We understand how it's happening, but to see it with your real eyes, as you see aviation as it is today, it's a magnificent thing. You know what I mean?
What was your feeling like when you first stood beside a plane, like for your very first time? Because remember, you're younger, you probably just seen it from far.
You're talking about my first time flying?
Not flying, but like your first time outside the airplane. Like, okay, yeah, you came to Canada, you walked in the plane, but like the first time outside the plane, like probably by the tires, working on it. Like,
Okay.
what was that feeling? You probably like, what the
So my first time actually near an airplane outside, like near the tires.
Yeah.
I was walking around. So I was a baggage handler for a lot of years.
Oh, snap.
I worked at Air Canada doing baggage handling.
Yeah.
Air Transat doing baggage handling, porter, and that was about 7 years of my life. So that was the first time I actually went around an airplane.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful moment. Like,
I can imagine you're like, oh man, it's one day, no?
It's one thing for sure, it's loud.
Yeah.
You gotta wear earplugs, especially when the APU is running.
What's that?
The auxiliary power unit.
Okay.
It basically supplies electrical power. And
it's like a pneumatic that's making like
It's a generator.
Generate on the plane.
Yeah. Usually at the gate, there's always an APU running, and the APU is a jet engine.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
That supplies auxiliary power to the airplane. Electrical, pneumatics, and just being around the airplane, like walking around it. Mm-hmm. It's a metal bird, basically.
Yeah.
So you're looking at it, you're saying, "Holy shit!"
This is huge.
You're looking at all the parts and everything, but every single part and component on that airplane works together to make it fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's certain things that, even as a baggage handler, before I became an aircraft maintenance engineer, I was looking out for anything that could possibly go wrong.
They make you were just mentally doing that, or like
because when I graduated college, I didn't get into the tech side of aviation until like 2 years after.
Yeah.
So I was still working baggage, even though I graduated aircraft maintenance.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was out there just being proactive and trying to be a part of the whole operation, and I would go above and beyond. And sometimes I'll point stuff out to the pilot. Hey, your door, the seal here is not tucked in properly, or whatever. But even though legally that's not my responsibility. I was actually still going out of my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
small little things like lock wire.
Yeah.
Lock wire is a big thing in aviation.
Yeah.
So lock wire is used as an extra means of securing a bolt or whatever it is from a bolt to tighten it. It's clockwise, but when it loosens, it's counterclockwise.
Oh.
So lock wires hold the bolt from turning counterclockwise and loosening up on that structure, whatever it's holding or securing.
Yeah.
So, like for example, as a baggage handler, I would see like lock wire that's broken or in the wrong orientation,
Yeah.
and I would go to the maintenance crew that's on the gate and say, "Hey, on the left main landing gear, I'd seen some lock wire that's broken." You know what I mean? Just like small little things like that.
Okay, I want to ask you this. I'm not. If you can't answer this is fine. You know what I mean? If you need me to take it out too, I'll take it out.
Yeah.
I have a question now. So you see how U-Haul trucks are, right?
The U-Haul?
U-Haul.
Yeah.
Right? So you know they're kind of in rough shape, like they're getting used over and over. You see a little 1-2 loose any day, but it still gets. Are planes like that? Because what if you never seen that thing?
To be honest, airplanes, they're designed in a way where you can have 30% of that airplane almost failing,
Yeah.
and it will still fly and do what it's supposed to.
Damn. That's good to know.
It's redundancy. So in aviation, we have a thing called redundancy. Redundancy meaning instead of having one motor for a system, we have 3. If 2 fail, we still have 1. You're talking about like U-Haul trucks.
Yeah.
Whoever decided to buy that specific make and model for U-Haul, they knew that it was the reliability was way above standard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they can operate it for almost 3 million kilometers before it fails.
Yes.
Whereas like a normal vehicle, like I don't know, like
You're not gonna run it like that though.
yeah, you're not gonna run it. You're not gonna run it till past even 300,000 kilometers before it even touches 250. It's in the junkyard.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the machine and the research done before you purchase that machine.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What has been a rewarding aspect of your career so far?
A rewarding aspect of my career so far, I would say, is just being able to, because I'm a contractor now, so I'm an aircraft maintenance engineer contractor. The company that I work for, I'm a quality inspector. Anyways, I've been a contractor for a number of years, so it allows me to meet people along the way. And I'm not gonna lie, I've come across like people that I've met that are still my friends till this day, just by traveling to whatever airport it is that I'm assigned at. And just the friendship and the networking that it's provided me, and the people that I've met along the way is one of the things.
So walk me through a typical day. What's a typical day?
A typical day, it depends on where I'm at. Depends on if I'm working for an airline or working in manufacturing.
Oh, okay.
So I'll give you a typical day in the airline world. So the airline world, we show up, for example, me, I'm a licensed engineer, so I'm an ACA on the Q400, the Bombardier de Havilland Q400. It's actually built in Toronto.
Okay.
It's a twin engine turboprop.
So it's like
built in Downsview.
It's like a commercial airline too as well?
Yeah. Commercial regional operator. So on a typical day, I would show up, obviously, and get to the bunker. We usually have a bunker. We have all the computers. Just like how you would have like a command center or whatever you call it, right? They'll have maintenance packages for certain airplanes. Some airplanes are already on the ground.
Yeah.
You can already start working on them and carrying out the package. Some airplanes are still in the air.
Yeah.
Where we go on flight radar or whatever it is, and we track it and you say, okay, tail 413 is still still hasn't departed New Jersey. It's expected into the ETA into Toronto is at midnight. So we have a bit of time to do more research, figure out where the parts are, tools are, any technical questions, whatever it is, right? We also have a thing we call maintenance control in the airline world, where we call maintenance control.
Okay.
And they give us information. Not that we can't find that information, but they kind of help us out.
Okay.
You know, so anyway, so let's say tail 413 is coming in from New York. Tail 413 shows up at 12 o'clock. The pilots land the pilots land, taxi to the gate, shut down the airplane, everything, and hand the airplane over to the ramp crew, which brings it to us at the hangar. We receive the airplane, and then we right away, secure everything, pull whatever breakers there are. For example, the weather radar. If that is on in the hangar or wherever, it can actually kill you.
Oh shit.
For example, so we have to pull certain breakers, weather radar, engine ignition, anything that can be like a huge safety issue in the hangar. After that, we run through the package. How are the tires? Oh, tires 1 and 2 are bald. We need to replace it. Tires 1 and 2. Okay, we have a fault on number 1 engine. We have a high temp exhaust temp.
Like the temperature and the...
Yeah, we have a high exhaust temp. Okay, we need to figure out what's wrong. We need to go to the logic and see what's going on.
Yeah.
We need to see what sensor is failing.
Yeah. Are you completing these tasks by yourself, or is it you're with
so right now, as a licensed engineer, I have a crew, apprentices. Could be licensed guys too. Your crew could have licensed guys. And me as an ACA, I look at the package, I go, okay. Say, for example, I look at Jordan. Jordan, you've done this before. Here you go. I'm gonna get you to do this again. Or if Jordan hasn't done this task before, I'll say, hey, Jordan, today you're replacing an igniter on the number 2 engine. I'm gonna walk you through it. If you do have any questions at any point, let me know. Here are the tools, here are the parts. That's the level I'm at now.
Okay.
Right before I was actually I still work. I still wrench. I still do work. But day in the life as me as an ACA, which ACA is it means aircraft certification authority.
Okay.
So I'm allowed to sign out an airplane.
Okay. So like, say, yo, this plane can't go.
Yeah, I can say this plane's not going to Boston.
Yeah. Okay. Sick man. Yeah.
Yeah. I can literally say this plane's not going to Miami today.
Yeah.
Because
there's a downside. If something goes wrong, now they're coming for you.
Yeah. If there's a downside where I can end up literally in jail.
Oh shit.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Because of whatever reason, and then over time the package gets finished up. And in the morning, usually, or whatever time of the day it is, it could be a quick turn. It could be like an hour at the gate. The airplane has to fly in accordance with its certificate. And the type certificate is issued to the manufacturer from the transport regulating body like Transport Canada or the FAA. Certificate of airworthiness is issued to the airplane. The airplane has to operate within that, or else it cannot fly legally. You know what I mean? Even if it seems like, this plane can take off and land in New York, no problem.
Yeah.
But there's a hole in the side of the fuselage. You know what I mean? It's, even if it's like, for example, unpressurized area.
Yeah.
There's certain things that
it's just crazy. Just when you said unpressurized ice area. I'm just like thinking, like, damn, like, you guys know where like pressure hits the plane the
Yeah,
most and all that. I didn't even think like that, bro.
There's what we call a pressure bulkhead.
Yeah.
There's what we call a pressure bulkhead, and it's think of a balloon. Think of a balloon when you blow air into a balloon. An airplane fuselage, it's exactly like that. It actually grows sometimes about an inch or so when it's pressurized. When it's up at altitude, it's a artificial environment. So you're actually pumping air into the fuselage so that human beings can breathe.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you're taking bleed air from the engines,
Yeah.
and you're pumping air into the fuselage so that people can breathe, literally.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
brother. That's crazy. How's your job? How's your job change your perspective of aviation and air travel in general?
So far since I've been in the industry, I just realized that there are a lot of people that get into the industry and they don't really care. They don't really have the the passion for it, so they don't go above and beyond. And what I realize is that me being in the industry for a while, I like that I have the ability to nurture and mentor young kids coming up in aerospace, in aircraft maintenance, and I see all types of things where I tell them, I'm like, hey man, you can't do this.
Yeah.
You'll get away with this now or another time, a third time, but this what you're doing can bring down an airplane with 300 people.
Damn, man, that's a scary thing.
So the ability to actually mentor and talk to young apprentices, it's a beautiful thing, and that's what's required. You know what I mean?
What about the accident in Philly? You heard about that one?
Oh, the medevac that went down.
Yeah, like in like residential area.
So that medevac that went down, that was I think it was a Lear 55 or something like that. Anyways, that accident that happened in Philly, it was, I didn't see the investigation. Usually what happens is they take the FDR, the flight data recorder, they take the CVR, and they do the investigation. So with this airplane, there's a Mexican registered aircraft from what I can remember.
Okay.
And the visibility after takeoff, because I think I believe they crashed shortly after takeoff.
Yeah.
The visibility was poor. The weather was like bad.
Yeah.
And from my knowledge, it's pilot error. And pilot error meaning it could be anything regarding the actual pilot. The pilot was had spatial disorientation. That's what people are saying.
Yeah.
It could also be a jammed elevator. An elevator is a flight control surface that controls your rotation around the lateral axis. So you have three axes in an airplane: the vertical, longitudinal, which runs longitudinal, which runs from the nose to the tail, and the lateral, which runs from wingtip to wingtip. The elevator controls the lateral pitch.
Okay.
Elevator is on the tail usually. It could also be a jammed elevator because it was a high rate of speed into the ground.
Yo, bro.
Apparently, there was a debris field for like, I think it was like 300 yards or something ridiculous like that.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, there was a whole debris field. People died on the ground too.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was sad. They were transporting a 11-year-old kid on that airplane back to Mexico, and I believe another person.
So, brother, let me ask you this: Is it? Do airplane accidents happen as often as we're hearing about them lately, or is it just because Or is it propaganda, basically?
So
His wife all of a sudden...
there is that thought that like fear mongering. There is that the the government has like some type of agenda. Me personally, I don't like to get into conspiracies.
Yeah.
However, I do know that something is going on because for example, when you take things into perspective, between like January, March of 2024, it actually had more accidents than now, January to March 2025. So why are they blowing it up out of proportion?
I'm just wondering. Yeah, that's how it was just obvious. It was just very obvious that that's what was going on. You know,
it's something to definitely think about.
Yeah.
Because aviation is actually at the safest point it's ever been in history right now.
Yes. I've
Right.
heard of that.
It definitely brings up a lot of questions.
I sent something to your Instagram. I want you to take a look at it.
To my Instagram?
Yeah, to your DMs. I want you to take a quick look at it.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. It's the detachable cabins.
Yeah.
If there's
an issue on the plane.
Yeah, if there's like an engine, double engine failure, whatever it is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this technology would work.
Yeah.
We're just not there yet in terms of regulations and approvals and all that stuff.
All right. So the people understand. Tell them what you're looking at. Basically, give them an idea what you're looking at.
So basically, this is a regular passenger jet that has a detachable fuselage.
Yeah. So where the passengers are
where
sitting.
all the passengers can get jettisoned.
Yeah.
And then come down to earth with a parachute.
Yes.
The entire cabin.
So I heard that is being a thing for years. But it's never actually happened, right?
Yeah, it hasn't actually happened because this might look super simple.
Yeah,
but the structural build of an airplane.
Yeah.
To make this happen, and all the regulations that go along with this. It's not as straightforward as we think. It is a beautiful idea though. You know what I mean? It just hasn't happened yet. It's funny. One of my exes actually sent me this years ago when we were dating. She's like, "Oh, I seen this today. You should see this."
Yeah.
It's funny, like the same tech that you're looking at.
I be cruising, you know. Bumping my music and shit. Just chilling.
New
you know
Heat
what I'm
Alert,
saying?
Tint by Beatdown Music X Drew Mills is out now. Go check it out and vibe with us.
If somebody wants to become a pilot, how long is that process?
The whole process of becoming a pilot, it all depends on your situation. If you have the money in the bank, you can go fly for a year every 2 days and finish your pilot training within 6 months. You get your whatever PPL and get you a commercial afterwards, whatever it is, night rating, all the ratings. But becoming a pilot nowadays is expensive.
Okay.
For example, they used to fly in the early 90s for $50 an hour.
Yeah.
Now that number has changed to 200.
Okay.
So depending on where you're from or your financial situation, if you grew up with a rich family, for example, you can become a pilot within 2 years.
Yeah.
But for example, me, I started flying 2017, and I've never worked a job paying me like $80 an hour or whatever it is. I didn't have the money to fly consistently. When I say consistent, like 2-3 days a week.
Yeah.
It's only actually now that I'm making that type of money to actually fly 2-3 days a week without it significantly hurting my pockets.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Just yeah.
I in the whole process to start your pilot training and finish pilot training, like anything else, you got to be locked in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you have to have the time, the money, also the weather has to be on your side. So wherever you're flying out of, it might be harder for somebody to become a pilot up in Alaska because it's always fucking cold.
Never thought of that shit.
Right? Whereas like if you live down in the south, weather is always nice. In Canada, our winters, some flight schools are closed for like 3 months at a time. Well, not closed, but they won't have much activity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's another thing too. It's like weather, time, money, your actual motivation, like where you are mentally. Stuff. But you can start your pilot training and get your commercial to get a job in the airlines within a year and a half if you really want. It all depends on you, right?
Commercial military aircrafts.
Yep.
Do you have what is your like? Like, is commercial really your thing?
So a lot of
life. Do you love the aircraft, but you just wear commercial because it's more realistic?
so military and commercial, civilian.
Yeah.
It's the same world, but we operate with different regulations.
Yeah.
Different standards.
Yeah.
Different speeds.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So have you ever been like around like a what does our military have, like F-17 stuff?
F-15, F-15, F-16.
Yeah, bro.
Nowadays you have the F-35, which is the F-35. I don't know what variation it is, but the F-35 it can do a vertical takeoff and landing.
See, those are the planes I like.
And it's a full fighter jet, like a F-16.
Yeah.
But it can actually vertically land.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And then go join a dogfight like half an hour. It'll take off vertically and then go join a dogfight 15 minutes later.
Are you like, where do you stand when it comes to air?
So like when it comes to military and civilian airplanes, I've always been a fan of military hardware.
Yeah.
But you can't legally work on military airplanes as a civilian aircraft maintenance engineer or even a pilot, right?
Yeah.
If it's through a contracting like third party, sure, but right now I only work civilian. The military world is always fascinated me because they have the best tech, as everybody knows, right?
Like that stealth.
They have a what stealth bomber are you talking about?
Well, I would have to say I don't know anything new about like the new military thing, but the stealth bomber, it looked like it could radar couldn't detect it.
Are you talking about the B2?
Yeah, I think it's B2.
Oh yeah, I think you're talking about the B2.
And the radar can't detect it.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the one with the blended wing where it looks like a bird,
it looks like a paper airplane, bro.
Yeah, it looks like a paper airplane.
Yeah, like
I think you're talking about the B2 bomber.
Yeah, bro, that plane is crazy.
Yeah.
That plane is crazy. I'm about to wrap it up. Amazing interview, man. Learned a lot of things, man. A lot of things. When it's all said and done, though, what do you want people to remember you by?
What I want people to remember me by?
Yeah.
I would say I want people to remember that no matter what your situation is, what cards you're dealt, there's always a way to solve that puzzle. You know what I mean?
Play the hand you were dealt. That's what it says on there, brother.
It's funny because like before I even knew what your podcast was about, I kind of had that thought, like, because we grew up with the same mentality.
Yeah.
Knowing shit.
Yeah.
I might not be able to make something of myself because of where I'm at. But at the end of the day, no matter what cards you're dealt, you have to know how to manipulate and leverage certain things to get ahead. And a lot of times it has to do with, you know, meeting the right people and getting locked in for a couple months.
Yeah.
Or whatever it may take.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. No doubt. Like I said, your journey needs to be studied.
Yeah, my journey's not over yet, by the way.
Yeah.
I talk to people about this. They're like, Tito, like you're so happy that you followed your dreams. You became an aircraft maintenance engineer.
Yeah.
But my actual long-term goal is to finish up as a pilot. As you know, I'm doing pilot training now.
Yeah. I see that. It's big.
I'm doing pilot training in Quebec right now.
Yeah.
I'm approaching my flight test for my PPL, which is like the G2 of piloting.
Okay.
The G2, like your learner's permit, whatever they want to call
So
it.
what are you saying? You can drive the plane, but you got to be with somebody else type of shit.
No, the PPL that I'm getting
Yeah.
soon, I can fly by myself. I have my student pilot permit, so I fly by myself even now.
Okay.
To be licensed to carry passengers, you actually
okay.
have to get an actual permit for that.
Okay.
Yeah, which I'm working on now.
That's big, man. I'm real proud of you, man.
Yeah.
Like, real proud of you, man. Like, one thing is, when I was telling people about this show, there's one thing I spoke. I'm like, bro, I have a guy that's coming on this to show them the seriousness of the show. Like, I have a guy that's coming on here that's a maintenance, aircraft maintenance engineer. You know,
Right.
a lot of people are just like, what? Like, what? Because brother, like you said, the 10,000 or what you said that are out there. Like, bro, you'll probably be the only one that I'll ever meet again that has that.
Exactly. There's not a lot of us.
Yeah, man. So I really commend
it's small. As I said, it's a small community.
What's one thing people need to say less and do more? Wrap this up right.
I think right now, especially because the way the world is going, people just need to show more love or more give people around them attention, and at the same time, yourself being whatever you're pursuing. Share that information with people.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's real shit because you never know what tips.
Or no, put yourself in that environment. You know what I mean? Like whatever you want to do, purposely, physically put yourself in that environment. Show up to a random conference that's about what you're doing.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Networking is part, right? It's not always, you know, just being online and typing and listening to. Get out there in the real world and actually make things happen. You know, like I've been to random airports before where I'm just like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And all of a sudden, a week later, I'm working at the airport fixing airplanes. You know what I mean?
That's big, brother. That's big.
Just get out there. Don't be a couch potato.
That's big. Yeah, for real. Well, brother, I want to thank you for coming on here. We had some great conversation.